Math War is a health competition event that is hosted annually at ICA. Such event held great significance as to being first, providing another way to assess ICA students' intellectual competitiveness. Second, test ICA students' ability to coordinate teamwork. Just like its name, Math War involves 5 categories of challenges that at least involve some kind of math skill. First category being vocabulary. In this challenge, participants recognize math terms while building communication skills. Second category is visual. This challenge required the participants from each houses that has an interest in art to be creative to communicate the visual concepts that is given. Third category is construction. This challenge required the participants from each houses to build things and promote learning through experimentation. Fourth category is logic. This challenge required the participants at about 3 to 5 students from each houses that likes to play games, solve puzzles, and have a logical mindset. Fifth, being the last category, is challenge. It required participants to problem solve difficult problems using math skills. For Math Wars 2017, for the first place goes to Archimedes, Sparrow second, B and Campbell as third.
Got a long way to go, got a long memory. I've been searching.
People of Earth, I regret to inform you that in order to make way for the new hyperspace express route, your planet has been scheduled for demolition.
Sirens repeat. I've been searching for the courage to face my enemies when they turn down the line. I hear my back.
Can't go back. There's nowhere to go back to. It's gone.
In front of me, if my armor breaks, I'll feel.
We're going to Magrathia.
You ought to know, I'm feeling very depressed.
In your friend lies the ultimate question of the ultimate answer of life, the universe, and everything.
For my battle symphony, for my battle symphony. They say that I don't belong.
My mom let me borrow her car, and I was driving my little sister to soccer practice, and as I was backing up out of our driveway in my mom's car, I managed to hit and sideswipe my dad's car with my mom's car, and I was very embarrassed, and it was not fun, and I'm really not that great of a driver, so watch out if I'm passing on a scooter.
My favorite memory from high school would be doing the morning announcements every morning, especially when my principal told me that I brought a lot of energy and enthusiasm to the students around the school.
But when I was in 9th grade, I had first period bio. I had walked to class, actually walked to school I should say, not realizing that maybe on the way I'd stepped in some animal stuff. And we're in the middle of class, and for probably 30 minutes, everybody's trying to figure out what that smell is. And finally we realized that it's dog poop, and everybody's looking at everybody else, not realizing that on my shoe was still some dog crap that had been there for about 30 minutes. I finally got to go clean it up, but it was really gross because it just doesn't go away. And I was dog poop kid for a while, so that was really fun.
My favorite high school memory was being captain of my swim team. It's probably one of the main reasons why I'm a swim coach now. And I learned a lot about being a great teammate and person, hopefully.
So I remember in 9th grade, my civics teacher, Miss Cohen, would yell at me all the time because I would always argue with her about politics. I would take whatever side she argued against, and I would argue against whatever she would advocate for. So after a month of just arguing all the time with her in class, she came to me and she said, "You should join speech." And I said, "Why would I want to do that?" She said, "Because you get to argue with people for fun." 4 years later, I ended up competing in state competitions. So 4 years of high school, 4 years of speech and debate, all awesome memories.
And one year, us guys did the YMCA, or 4 of us guys did the YMCA, and I dressed up as the Indian, and the crowd loved it. Another year, we did the skit from Men in Tights, and again, it was a big crowd pleaser. So performing in the cabaret is some of my favorite memories from high school.
On April 26 and 27, the Social Studies Department hosted its annual benchmark. This year's topic is Taking a Stand. This year's theme examines how people and individuals fight for their beliefs against oppression and the impact they have today. Many students chose topics ranging from Galileo all the way to the U.S. men's hockey team.
Basically, the war was continuously fighting for 2 years, and then the Chinese agreed to sign treaties, but the war lasts for another 2 years because the Chinese Emperor Shenfeng regret his promise for signing the treaty.
And her actions were left a symbolic impact on her society because it showed the people that not all Germans were cowards during that time, and students could be brave and courageous to stand against their own government if they see anything that's not righteous.
你们好吗？我叫柯迪。
大家好，你们好吗？我的中文名字是芒果。
你们好吗？
你好，我的中文名字是 OPE。
我没有中文名字。你们好吗？
大家好，我是史密斯老师，我喜欢排球。
我喜欢牛肉面。
我是美国人。
大家好，我要一个鸡肉沙拉。
我是老师，在 ICA 教书。
我喜欢吃水饺。
我喜欢豆浆还有油条。
我在这里3年。
我是老师，在 ICA 教书。
中国語が全然できない。
对不起，我不知道中文我知道一点点中文。英文吗？
大家好，我是老师 Perlman，我爱我的学生，我是混血儿，我的妈妈是法国人，我的爸爸是美国人，我很快乐，拜拜。
You guys are terrible at this.
Fine, they have no idea. We'll put in.
Okay. 我喜欢豆浆。
你们好吗 ？No.
2年。Not even close.
好，你们。